Hi everyone, today I'll be reviewing the Gearlab Outdoors IPIK Greenland Paddle. I own the Akiak, Kalleq and also the IPIK. I love all three of them, but I have been using the IPIK more than the other two for quite a few reasons. I'll share my thoughts at the end, but first let's go through a few features of the IPIK. The IPIK is a carbon paddle and it weighs a ridiculous 600 grams, and it only comes in one size, which is 219 centimeters. The IPIK is by far the lightest in the Gearlab Outdoors collection, and you can feel it immediately in your hands. The paddles are actually hollow, and you can hear it when you knock it, but don't be fooled because it feels super strong and sturdy in the hands. The only bit that is annoying is that you can sometimes hear the hollow sound when you move your hands around, but that's a personal thing more than anything else. One feature that is different to the other two paddles is that it has a soft-shouldered loom. I didn't realize I would love this until I tried it. It really helps me to center my hands, and it's also easier to navigate your hands around the paddle without looking at it. You just need to feel the handle and you know exactly where your hands are. Again, this is a personal preference, but I prefer the shoulder. On the other hand, I find the IPIK is less grippy than the Kalleq, but having this shouldered loom helps with my grip. I usually wear gloves, so it's not a big issue for me. The other feature is that the loom is oval. Again, this is all a personal preference, but I feel that having an oval loom helps my hand to position itself more naturally to paddle the Greenland paddle the way it's supposed to. By that I mean by slicing the water naturally. I also feel that it forces my hand in a position where it doesn't get tired, but maybe it's my technique. Why don't you try using your index finger now and touch your thumb very lightly. As you can see, it's more of a rectangle. Maybe that's why it feels more comfortable with an oval loom, but for me, again, it's all personal preference. I've used the IPIK for rolling and love it because it's so buoyant, and I believe it's because it's hollow. It feels very comfortable to hold the paddle at the end, and I feel very confident using this paddle. When you're Greenland rolling, it's always going to be a little nerve-wracking, whether you're a seasoned Greenland paddler or someone who's still learning. That is why having confidence in your paddle is important. When I use the IPIK, I feel very confident with it because I know I can rely on the finesse, build, quality, and the sturdiness of the paddle. You know that when you're using the best gear out there, you get that surge of confidence because you know you're using the best gear. That's how I feel when I'm rolling with the IPIK. Now, what are my final thoughts of the IPIK? I love the look of the IPIK. It's just so pretty. But in all seriousness, the IPIK is my go-to carbon paddle. The lightness really is one of the benefits if you're paddling for a whole day, and the oval loom feels more natural when holding the paddle. Combined with the soft shoulders, I really feel the IPIK is honestly my favorite paddle out of all paddles from Gearlab Outdoors. The Akiak and Kalleq are both great paddles, and I know that more people use the Kalleq out there. It's all personal preference. I would suggest you to try them all out if you can, before making your choice. The price of the IPIK is quite hefty compared to others in the collection, but I definitely believe it's worth it.